Tropical update as of 8 a.m. PST, October 8th. Tro- Hurricane Delta, a Cat 2, slowly strengthening, starting to form a batting eye once again, which is about 30 miles wide, based on 35 nautical miles wide, based on recon, 968 millbar pressure, which is a pretty good fall, about 5 millbars, since less advisory. They went with 90 knots. Um, it's moving 305 by 12 knots. This is northwestward, and it should be fairly straightforward with a track the next 12 to 24 hours. It should turn more northward between a mid to upper level ridge over Florida Peninsula and eastern Gulf of Mexico, and a mid to upper level trough over the U.S. southern plains. This should be followed by a northeasterly motion that is expected to bring the center near or over the northern Gulf Coast, most likely in southwestern Louisiana, about 36 hours. After landfall, the cyclone should move northeastward through the lower Mississippi and Tennessee Valley along the southern edge of the mid-latitude westerlies until it dissipates. The conditions look pretty favorable in the next 12 to 24 hours. So warm water, but light shear. But afterwards, during the last 12 hours before landfall, conditions should become less favorable. So we'll have to see whether even if it does become a major hurricane, if it makes landfall at all. That is a 7 a.m. track into western Louisiana, which is about the area of lower May landfall. And the models still support about the same general idea. They're pretty well clustered into that Lake Charles area. GFS neighbors are slightly to the east. The GEPS is about in line with hurricane models. And most models keep it below, intensity models keep it just below or major. But I think this thing probably could become major based on the favorable conditions that's going to be seen during the next 24 hours. Here's the latest track, just updated. And it definitely shows in line with the models. Here's the GFS for 24 hours. Yep. 48 hours is in then. So it makes it landfall around 36 hours. Let's go to 72. Clearly, there's a little system out here too. Maybe from wave off Africa. But I wouldn't say it's going to develop. Probably won't. Always worth watching. Go to 96. Still shows it. 120. It's definitely interesting. But chances are pretty low. I'd say 0 right now. Now we're going to look at what's left of Norbert, which is a depression. 25 knot winds based on set estimate. Looks like absolute filth. A little bit of blow up, but really nothing. It's right here. Uh, 96 hasn't gotten any better organized since yesterday, but it's better organized in Albert. Convection. Let's see what the ANC has to say about it. They owe us a 60-70 for it. And they think it could become a depression. I think it probably could too. So it's definitely worth watching. Let's look at the GFS. GFS. And it's sometimes slow. Here's at 36 hours. Really nothing really strong during the next 36 hours. We can go back to 24. None of these systems really develop the next 48 hours. I got another system that could form, and but by the sudden tip of yeah, we got a few systems, but we got one here, we got one here, maybe possibly one here. Always worth watching. Nothing really strong expected. Let's look at the graphics. 96E, the 6070 system. Pretty much it heads west, or the west-southwestward. May become a tropical pressure storm. We'll have to see. Let's take a look at Norbert, which, well, pretty much northward, which is in line with the models. Yeah, well, that's your tropical update for today.